Something massive is about to happen, and I really feel like almost nobody is prepared for what's coming. Tomorrow, Mercury and Pluto are going to collide in Aquarius, and when they do, I believe everything that's been hidden, buried, or swept under the rug is about to get exposed. And I'm not talking about small secrets here, I'm talking about the kind of truth that changes everything. Now, if you've been feeling this strange tension lately, like something's building up that you can't quite put your finger on, stay with me on this one. There's a very specific reason that's happening, and I'm going to break it down for you in a minute. But first, here's what's really getting my attention. 3 signs are about to win big from this, like massively. While everyone else is scrambling to deal with the truth bombs dropping, these 3 signs are going to use this energy to completely transform their lives. And if you're one of them, you need to know exactly how to work with this. Because here's the thing, this isn't just another transit. I really believe this is the universe hitting the reset button on truth itself. And once these secrets come out, there's no putting them back. The version of reality you wake up to on Thursday morning might be completely different from the one you're living in right now, and honestly, I think that's exactly what needs to happen. The cosmic pressure cooker is about to blow. So here's what's been happening, and maybe you've been feeling this too. The first 3 weeks of January have been like this cosmic pressure cooker, right? All this heavy Capricorn energy, serious, structured, kind of suffocating. And now, suddenly, everything's shifting into Aquarius, and it's happening fast. Venus entered Aquarius a few days ago, the Sun just moved in, and Mercury, it enters Aquarius tomorrow morning, and then, boom, it immediately runs straight into Pluto. And when Mercury, the planet of communication and information, meets Pluto, the planet of secrets and transformation, that's when the truth comes out. All of it. I've been watching this build-up, and honestly, I've been feeling it myself. It's like the universe has been holding its breath, and tomorrow it finally exhales. Except instead of a gentle release, it's more like an explosion. Has that tension been building for you too? Because here's what I think is happening. Pluto in Aquarius is already transforming how we think about technology, data, and collective truth. But Mercury is the trigger. It's the messenger that's about to deliver information that's been locked away. And I really believe some of these revelations are going to shake people to their core. Think about it. Aquarius rules technology, social systems, and the collective consciousness. Pluto exposes what's rotten underneath. And Mercury is the one that speaks it out loud. This isn't just personal secrets we're talking about. I think we're going to see major revelations about institutions, technology companies, maybe even governments. The whistleblower energy is incredibly strong right now. And the wildest part, just before Mercury meets Pluto, it has what's called a Cazimi with the Sun. That's happening tomorrow morning. In traditional astrology, this is when a planet is in the heart of the Sun, completely purified and empowered. So the information that comes out isn't just random chaos. I believe it's divinely illuminated truth. The kind you can't argue with. The kind that changes everything. You'll start seeing through everything, and I mean everything. Have you noticed this already? The way you can suddenly see through people's masks, the way their real intentions seem so obvious now, even when they're trying to hide them. That's Mercury approaching Pluto. And tomorrow it reaches its peak. I've been experiencing this myself, and it's honestly a little unsettling. Conversations that used to feel normal now feel loaded with subtext. You can hear what people aren't saying, you can sense their hidden motivations, and sometimes you just know when someone's lying, even if you can't explain how you know. Does that resonate? This isn't paranoia, this isn't you being suspicious. I really believe this is your perception getting upgraded. Mercury-Pluto doesn't just reveal external secrets, it gives you X-ray vision into the truth of every situation. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Tomorrow, this ability intensifies. You might find yourself catching lies in real time, seeing through manipulation before it even fully forms, understanding the real story behind the official story. And for some of you, this might feel overwhelming at first, because when you can suddenly see everyone's shadow, everyone's hidden agenda, the world looks very different, right? But here's what I want you to understand. This isn't a curse. I think it's a superpower, because when you can see the truth, you can't be fooled anymore. You can't be manipulated. You can't be gaslighted. You become impossible to deceive. And in a world full of illusions, that makes you incredibly powerful. The 3 signs that are about to win big. So while everyone else is reeling from these truth bombs, 3 signs are positioned to absolutely thrive. And if you have significant placements in Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, you need to pay attention, because tomorrow might be the day that changes everything for you. Let me break this down, because I think understanding why these signs win is crucial. Aquarius, you're the epicenter of this whole thing. The conjunction is happening in your sign, which means this isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. While others are shocked by the revelations, you've probably sensed them coming for a while now. Haven't you been feeling this building, like you've known something others didn't but couldn't quite articulate it? Tomorrow, that changes. I believe Mercury gives you the words, the proof, the undeniable evidence to back up what you've intuitively known. You're not the crazy one anymore. You're not the outsider with weird ideas. Suddenly, you're the one who was right all along, and that vindication, it's going to feel incredible. But it's more than just being right. With Venus also in your sign, having just met Pluto a few days ago, you've got this magnetic power right now. People are drawn to your vision, your ideas, your unique perspective. Use tomorrow to speak your truth, because I really think people are finally ready to hear it. This is your moment to step into a leadership role you've been preparing for your whole life. Gemini, Mercury is your ruling planet, which means you're especially tuned into this energy. But here's the beautiful part. The conjunction is making a perfect trine to your sign. While others are getting hit with difficult squares and oppositions, you're getting a smooth, powerful flow of truth and transformation. You thrive on information, right? Well, tomorrow is like Christmas morning for your mind. I believe you're going to receive downloads, insights, connections between things that seemed unrelated. While everyone else is overwhelmed by the intensity, you're energized by it. You're already 3 steps ahead, analyzing the implications, seeing the patterns, understanding what this all means. And here's your superpower. You can translate this heavy, intense Plutonian truth into something people can actually understand. You can take these massive revelations and communicate them in a way that doesn't terrify people. That makes you incredibly valuable right now. People need someone who can explain what's happening, and I think that someone is you. Libra. You might be surprised to be on this list, but you shouldn't be. You're getting a beautiful trine from all this Aquarius energy, and with Venus as your ruler having just danced with Pluto, you're in a powerful position. Here's what I think is happening for you. All that indecision you're famous for, it's about to evaporate. The Mercury-Pluto conjunction cuts through ambiguity like a knife. Suddenly, you see exactly who your real allies are and who's been playing you. You see which relationships are worth fighting for and which ones need to end. No more sitting on the fence. No more trying to keep everyone happy. And honestly, this clarity is going to feel like freedom. You've been carrying the weight of trying to balance everything, trying to be fair to everyone, trying to maintain harmony even when it was hurting you. Tomorrow, I believe you get permission to choose yourself, to pick a side, to stop pretending everything is fine when it isn't. And when you do that, when you finally own your truth, you become incredibly powerful. But here's what nobody's talking about. Everyone's focused on tomorrow's conjunction, but here's what I think they're missing. This is just the trigger. The real explosion happens a few days later, because on January 27th, Mars is going to hit that exact same spot where Mercury meets Pluto tomorrow. Think about that for a second. Mercury-Pluto reveals the truth, but Mars-Pluto, that takes action on it. That's when people get angry about what's been exposed. That's when the confrontations happen. That's when things actually change. So tomorrow isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning. The secrets come out on the 22nd, but the revolution starts on the 27th. And in between, Neptune enters Aries for the first time in 165 years. I mean, can you even imagine the energy we're walking into? This isn't just a truth bomb. I really believe this is a complete reset of reality. The old structures, the old lies, the old ways of hiding information, they're all collapsing. And what's replacing them is radically transparent, radically honest, and radically transformative. Are you ready for that? Because honestly, I'm not sure many people are. Your body already knows what's coming. Have you been feeling it in your body? The restlessness, the sudden waves of anxiety that seem to come from nowhere, the feeling like something big is about to happen but you can't quite name it. Your body knows. Even if your mind hasn't caught up yet, your body is already responding to this energy. I've been feeling it myself. This electric sensation under my skin, like my nervous system is preparing for something massive. And if that's you too, you're not going crazy. You're just sensitive to what's building. Some people have been having intense dreams the last few nights, prophetic dreams even, messages coming through that don't quite make sense yet, but feel important. Have you been experiencing that? Because I think your subconscious is already processing what's about to be revealed. It's preparing you for truths that your conscious mind isn't ready to accept yet. And here's something interesting. Some people are reporting physical symptoms, pressure in their heads, especially around the forehead, throat issues like their voice is changing or they're having trouble speaking, stomach problems, because that's where we process truth on a gut level. If any of this sounds familiar, I really believe it's your body adjusting to the incoming frequency of truth. Tomorrow morning, when Mercury meets the Sun in that cazimi and then crashes into Pluto, pay attention to how your body responds. You might feel a sudden release, like pressure you didn't even know you were carrying just evaporates. Or you might feel activated, energized, like you've been plugged into a cosmic power source. Trust whatever comes up, because your body is your best guide through this. The fixed signs need to brace for impact. Now, if you're a Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio, I need to be real with you. Tomorrow might be intense. You're getting the square or opposition to this Mercury-Pluto conjunction, which means the truth bombs might feel more like attacks than revelations. Taurus, this squares your sign, probably hitting your career or your home life, the stable, secure world you've built. Some of it might be built on foundations that aren't as solid as you thought. Tomorrow could reveal cracks in the structure. Maybe your job isn't as secure as you believed. Maybe someone you trusted has been keeping something from you. I know change is hard for you, but I really think flexibility is your superpower right now. Leo, this opposition is happening across your relationship axis. The truth bomb might come from a partner, a best friend, or even an enemy. Someone else's revelation becomes your crisis. And I know that's going to sting, especially if it challenges your sense of self or your pride. But here's the thing, what gets revealed was always there. Now you can finally see it and deal with it. That's actually a gift, even if it doesn't feel like one. Scorpio, as a sign ruled by Pluto, you're no stranger to transformation and hidden truths, but this square might hit your family, your roots, your sense of security. Old family secrets might surface. Things you thought were buried might resurrect themselves. And I know you like to be the one in control of secrets, not the one having them exposed. But maybe, just maybe, it's time for these things to see the light. Maybe the secret to your power isn't in hiding things, but in radical honesty. What kind of truths are we talking about? I keep saying truth bombs and revelations, but let me get specific about what I think we might see tomorrow, because this isn't just personal stuff, though that's definitely part of it. This is systemic. This is collective. This is the kind of truth that makes headlines. With Mercury-Pluto in Aquarius, I really believe we're going to see revelations about technology, how our data is being used, what AI is really capable of, who's watching us, and why. Aquarius rules technology and the collective, and Pluto exposes what's hidden. Put them together with Mercury, and secrets about surveillance, data harvesting, or algorithmic manipulation could come to light. But it's not just tech. Aquarius also rules groups, organizations, and social systems, so we might see whistleblowers from major corporations, leaked documents from governments, exposed corruption in institutions we trusted, the kind of revelations that make people question everything they thought they knew about how the world works. And on a personal level, the relationships that have been hanging on by a thread, they might finally snap. The job you've been pretending to love, you might finally admit you hate it. The version of yourself you've been performing for others, you might finally drop the act, because Mercury-Pluto doesn't let you lie anymore, not even to yourself. The specific truths will be different for everyone, but the theme is the same. What's been hidden comes to light. What's been suppressed breaks free. What's been denied gets confirmed. And once it's out there, there's no going back. Tomorrow is a portal, but you have to choose to walk through it. Here's what I really want you to understand. Tomorrow isn't just something that happens to you. It's an opportunity, a portal, a chance to radically transform your relationship with truth. You can resist it. You can try to hold on to the old lies, the comfortable illusions, the familiar deceptions. Plenty of people will. They'll deny the revelations, attack the messengers, double down on their delusions. And honestly, that's their choice. But you have another option. You can embrace it. You can let the truth set you free, even if it hurts at first. You can use this energy to finally speak your truth, to finally live authentically, to finally stop pretending everything is fine when it isn't. Because here's what I've learned, and this was a huge realization for me. The truth only feels like a bomb when we've been living in lies. When we're already aligned with truth, these revelations feel like confirmation, not destruction. They feel like validation, not violation. Does that make sense? Does that? So tomorrow, when Mercury meets Pluto, I really encourage you to lean into it. Ask yourself the hard questions, have the difficult conversations, look at what you've been avoiding, speak what you've been suppressing, because this energy is here to help you, even if it doesn't feel like it at first. And remember, you're not going through this alone. We're all feeling it. We're all processing it. We're all being asked to level up our relationship with truth. And honestly, I think that's beautiful, even when it's uncomfortable. The aftermath is where the real work begins. Like I mentioned earlier, the Mercury-Pluto conjunction is just the beginning. What happens after tomorrow is just as important as the revelations themselves. Because here's the thing about truth, it demands response. Once you know something, you can't unknow it. Once you see the reality of a situation, you have to decide what to do about it. And that's where Mars comes in on January 27th. Mars conjunct Pluto is about taking action on what's been revealed. It's about fighting for truth, destroying lies, and rebuilding on authentic foundations. But it's also potentially explosive. People who feel exposed or threatened by the truth might lash out. Conflicts that have been simmering might boil over. The energy could get pretty intense. So between tomorrow and the 27th, I really think it's important to stay grounded. Process what comes up. Don't make any rash decisions in the heat of the moment. Let the truth settle before you act on it. Because Mercury reveals, but Mars conquers. And you want to make sure you're conquering the right things. And then there's Neptune entering Aries on the 26th, right in the middle of all this. Neptune dissolves boundaries and creates new dreams. In Aries, it's about individual spiritual awakening, pioneering consciousness, and the birth of new myths. So while we're processing these truth bombs and preparing for action, we're also dreaming up entirely new realities. I mean, could the timing be more perfect? The old illusions get shattered by Mercury-Pluto. We take action to clear away the debris with Mars-Pluto, and then Neptune in Aries helps us imagine and create something completely new. It's like the universe planned the perfect sequence for transformation. You're not going crazy, you're waking up. If all of this feels overwhelming, if you're feeling anxious or unsettled or just weird about tomorrow, I really want you to know that's completely normal. You're not going crazy. You're not being dramatic. You're responding to a massive shift in the collective energy field. Your sensitivity is a gift right now, even when it feels like a burden, because while some people will be blindsided by tomorrow's revelations, you've been feeling them coming. You've been preparing, even if you didn't realize it. Your anxiety, your restlessness, your strange dreams, they've all been your inner guidance system alerting you to what's ahead. And here's what I find really beautiful about this. The people who are sensitive enough to feel this coming are also the ones equipped to handle it. You're not fragile. You're tuned in. You're not weak. You're receptive. And in a world that's about to have its illusions shattered, being tuned into truth is the ultimate superpower. So trust yourself through this. Trust your instincts. Trust your body's wisdom. Trust that inner voice that's been getting louder lately. Because I really believe it's been preparing you for exactly this moment. Tomorrow isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. The truths that get revealed, the secrets that get exposed, the illusions that get shattered, they're all clearing the way for something better, something more authentic, something more aligned with who you really are. Practical advice for tomorrow. Okay, so let's get practical for a minute. How do you actually navigate tomorrow's energy? What can you do to work with this Mercury-Pluto conjunction instead of against it? First, pay attention to what comes up in the morning. The Cazimi happens early and then Mercury meets Pluto just after noon. This is when the downloads are strongest. Keep a journal nearby. Write down any insights, revelations, or sudden knowings that come through. Even if they don't make sense yet, document them. I really think they'll be important later. Second, be mindful of your digital footprint. With Aquarius ruling technology and Mercury-Pluto exposing secrets, this is prime time for data breaches, leaked messages, or digital revelations. Maybe don't send that risky text. Maybe check your privacy settings. Maybe back up anything important, just in case. Third, if you need to have a difficult conversation, tomorrow is actually perfect for it. The energy supports radical honesty. Secrets want to come out. Truth wants to be spoken. So if you've been holding something back, if you've been avoiding a confrontation, if you need to clear the air, tomorrow's cosmic weather is on your side. But also, protect your energy. Not everyone will handle these truth bombs well. Some people might spiral, lash out, or try to pull you into their chaos. Stay centered, stay grounded. Remember that their reaction to the truth is about them, not you. And finally, trust the process. Even if what gets revealed is painful or shocking or completely unexpected, trust that it's happening for a reason. The universe doesn't reveal truth to punish us. It reveals truth to free us. And I really believe that's what tomorrow is about. Freedom from the lies that have been holding us back. All right, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you and you want to see more content like this, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. And please drop a comment below about what you're feeling right now. Are you sensing this build-up? Are you ready for the truth? What do you think is about to be revealed? Tomorrow is going to be wild, but we've got this. Take care of yourself, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next one.